Judgmental Podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil.
And I'm Leroy. Well, the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. They won the NFC Championship, defeating the Washington Commanders 55-23. Here's some quick stats. On the Washington side, Jaden Daniels, 29 for 48, 255 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rushing, we have Jaden Daniels, 6 carries for 48 yards, 1 touchdown. Robinson had 11 carries for Brian Robinson had 11 carries for 26 yards. Receiving side, we had Zach Ertz, our old boy, 11 receptions, 104 yards. Terry McLaughlin, 3 receptions, 51 yards, 1 touchdown.
McLaurin.
How did I say it?
McLaughlin or some fucked up shit.
We have Dynamic Brown, 3 receptions, 42 yards. On the Eagles side, we have Jalen Hurts, 20 for 28, 246 yards, 1 touchdown. Rushing, we have Saquon Barkley, 15 carries, 118 yards, 3 touchdowns. And we have Will Shipley, 4 carries, 177 yards, 1 touchdown. Where did he get all these carries from? Shipley. Will Shipley.
In the last quarter.
I seen the 1 touchdown, but where'd all these yards come from?
That's where they came from. That whole last quarter, he started getting touches.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry I missed that. On the receiving side,
time.
Okay. On the receiving side, we have A.J. Brown, 6 receptions, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 7 receptions, 85 yards. Devontae Smith, 4 receptions, 45 yards. This was a real good game. It kind of scared me in the beginning because I think the game plan for the Commanders was, look, we can't beat them, but we're going to make short passes and dink and doink and kill the clock. We can score that way, but if we can kill the clock, we can beat them. It looked like that was the game plan. And I asked James, who's a Washington Commanders fan, did the Commanders normally play like this? And he said no. So I'm thinking that's what the game plan was. Like, look, we're going to make short passes, kill that clock. We'll score, but we'll kill that clock. And it'll be hard for them to come back because when the Eagles scored that first 15 points, it was like real quick.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that was their game plan, but I think they fell into that game plan. I think we opened up the field for them to dink and dunk because we was playing the deep ball, so they took it. Instead of playing that regular offense, they took what we gave them. And even though I didn't like that, you know what I mean, because it kept them in the game until we blew it open in the second half. But the first half, no matter what we was doing, they was right there with us because the field was open. They dink and dunk and marched right down the field on us.
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing. I don't like how that conservative football play. It's not just the Eagles. It's just that NFL does that as a whole. We got a big lead. Well, we'll just play prevent defense and let them throw the football down the field. And no, come on now, play some defense because
that's bullshit.
Right. So what happens if the Eagles didn't get that turnover? The Commanders would have been right back in this game.
Mm-hmm. So, it was a good game, and I was reading the message boards. A lot of people saying the ref gave it to us. No, y'all turned the ball over 4 times. That's what gave it to us.
Right.
Because the ref was on some bullshit on both sides of the field. They was letting y'all get away with shit, and they was letting us get away with shit. So the rest was just being shitty all across the board. So that was a wash. Y'all turned the ball over and we didn't. And you turned it over 4 times. Can't win no games like that.
And for the Commanders, there was a lot of holding on the offensive line side.
Shit, the second play of the game, they was holding on our defense.
Right. And it was a pass interference that they didn't call.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of calls they wasn't calling.
Right. So, what's your thoughts on this game?
It was a good game to be an Eagles fan and watch. You know what I mean? Because we pretty much did what we wanted to do in the second half against them. And I wish people just stop dogging Jalen Hurts. Like, my man only's been a start. He's been a starter for 4 years and made it to the Super Bowl 2 of those years. That's like rare fucking company that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
So what? He wasn't passing for a whole bunch of yards. He's a winner, and he proved it. Since he's been a starter, we've been like fucking kicking ass.
Well, here's a quick question. I must have left because I left when it was like a minute left. Kenny Pinkett, 2 rushing wise, he had 2 carries for -3 yards. Now, this is because he bent down and kneeled, or
probably, I don't know. I stopped watching after that. I was like getting my computer set up for this.
Okay, and like the Will Shipley thing, it shocked me. How the hell he get 77 yards? I didn't see it.
He had a breakaway that was about 50-yarder.
That was
He
the
ran
end of
out
the
of
game.
gas. He was in the front, nobody in front of him. He had a breakaway, and they caught him from behind. He was all winded and shit. I said, ain't no way he ain't scored that touchdown.
So that wasn't Saquon that had that stopped running. That was Will
No,
Shipley.
that was Shipley. Got
Oh, okay,
tackled at
I'm
like the
sorry.
5 or some shit like that.
Right, right. I thought that was Saquon because I'm like, well, damn, he should have just
No, that
ran
was
it in.
Shipley. Shipley first run, he got like 10 yards, and then the next joint, he broke it for about 50 yards or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But he
I'm
ran out of
sorry.
gas and shit.
Okay, I'm sorry then. Then I did see those. I'm sorry. I thought that was Saquon there. Because I'm like, damn, Saquon, he was running. Then automatically he just stopped running and just like almost like fell down or something. Will Shipley should have just ran that ball in.
He couldn't. He ran out of gas, and they caught him from behind.
No, I don't know about that.
And you can see him. He needed to get oxygen. He was tired. But my thing is, you sat on the bench all year. You should be getting tired in that situation. You should be running your ass off and getting that touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no
Right.
tired, but he was tired. He definitely was tired.
Uh, yeah, all right. Yeah, it ain't really much to talk about. This was pretty much straight domination on the Eagles side from the start of the game to the end. What scares me about the Eagles is that, like how we just said, that conservative defense at the when they was up by two, they was up by 11 points if I'm not mistaken, and they start playing that conservative defense. It's not really an Eagles thing. It's more like an NFL thing. They don't want to get burnt for a long touchdown, so they'll just play the long game while the other team, just make these short passes, but they still moving the football down the field. To me, that doesn't make any sense. And
Right.
I wish the NFL stopped doing that crap and just play regular defense.
And I have to give a shout out to Jalen Hurts because prior to this game, he was just holding the ball too long and just taking unnecessary sacks. This time, he got that ball out of there, and that's what I
Yes.
want. I want to throw the ball away if it's not there. You don't got to hold in and try to be Superman. Just get rid of it. Try again on the next down. So that finally got into his head. Somebody must have told him the right thing to do. You know what I mean?
Right, the Carson Wentz. Um,
Uh-huh.
if okay, I could see if you was down and you was trying to make a comeback and you was trying to do stuff that like try to make your team put your team back in the game. I could see you doing that. But if you have a lead and all that stuff, why hold on to the football like that? Just throw the football away. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, anything else you want to talk about this game?
No, good game. Defense plays solid. I like the way our defense is playing. You know what I mean? Like you said, the only thing I don't like is once we got a lead, we sit back, get conservative, playing this prevent bullshit, letting them march up and down the field. Get like we gave them 10 points. We gave them a field goal right before the half because it was only 36 seconds. Ain't no way they should have marched. But that bullshit prevent allowed them to just march down the field and get in field goal range. And then we did it again in the second half. That first drive they got, we did the same shit. Let them march down the field and wound up getting a touchdown.
Right. Well, we'll save all Super Bowl talk until next week. We'll give our thoughts, and I guess we'll do like the parlay bets again or whatever. We'll save everything. It's between the Bills and the Chiefs. I don't know what the score is. Let me see. Let me check the score real quick. If there's an even score, the Chiefs is up 7-0. No, the Chiefs is up 7-3. Buffalo scored the field goal with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Um, yeah, we'll save anything. We'll save all that stuff till next week. Anything else you want to
Another thing, we need to look for a kicker because
add?
because Tom Brady said he was making 60 yarders at right before the game. Why are you practicing 50 yarders? You've been missing 30 and 40 yarders all week. I mean,
Right.
all season. I think he missed like 8 field goals this year. That's like a record for him. And
Mm,
then you was lined up for a 50 yarder. It ain't like no wind or nothing. 54 yarder. If you making 60 yarders, you should have made that with your eyes closed, and he hooked it.
right.
You've been missing extra points and field goals all year. It's time for us to move on. You've been here long enough.
And Tom Brady being a commentator is like a big conflict of interest. I don't know how the NFL allow him to be a commentator when he's the owner of a team and he could sit and talk to players or whatever, and they like, man, I'm not signing with
Well,
this
well,
team.
he got
Won't you
he
sign
well
me?
he they signed him before he became an owner of a team.
Right. But they said this year they said yeah we're going to bring him back next season.
No, he's not coming back.
I don't think so neither, but that's what they said.
Yeah, he's not coming back.
Right. So we'll save all the Super Bowl talk to next week. Anything else you want to add?
And I do want to give a shout out to Daniels. He played good. It wasn't his fault. These guys fumbled and turned the ball over all them times. He did have an interception at the end, but that was like moot point because the game was pretty much over then. But he played okay. He got the ball out. Those guys got to make the play. They can't turn it over in these type of games. He did real good for a rookie. He should be rookie of the year. And now we got to worry about Washington. Before we had to worry about Washington.
Yeah, that's true. They kind of overachieved this year, but they're definitely a player two away, especially on the defensive side. Especially on the defensive side, right? You're right about
They need
JJ.
they probably need another running back, and
Hmm
they can use a tight end, and then a couple players on defense.
Well, see, they didn't use Zach Ertz much. That was not Zach Ertz. I'm sorry, Eckler. I said Zach Ertz. They didn't use Eckler much,
But
and
he's a complimentary back. He's not like a lead back. So you still
right,
need another back that can be your workhorse.
especially in terms of like halfback screens and like throwing it to
Mm-hmm.
the halfback and stuff like that. They didn't really. He was my fantasy football player, and they didn't really use him that much. Like you said, they need a running back. They need a running back and maybe another wide receiver on the offensive
I
side.
think they need to they don't need another receiver because they got McLaurin and then they got
Mm,
that other guy that's been busting ass too. I forget his name. He ain't do shit today, but he's all right for a young bull. Let me see what his name was. See if he caught a pass today. Brown. You said his name, Damani
okay.
Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let me see what he. Yeah. Before our game, he had 6 catches, 98 yards. The game before that, 5 catches, 89 yards. So he's a solid number two. You know what I mean?
Right.
They need a
Mm-hmm.
tight end. Ertz is probably going to retire soon, so you need your young stud tight end, and you need a solid running back. That's all you need on offense. Your line
Mm-hmm.
is pretty much okay. Plus, your quarterback going to make sure he can run if the line collapse, and then focus on your defense.
Right.
They
Right.
were 4 wins last year to 12 this year. That's a big jump when nobody was expecting it.
Anything else?
That's it.
Well, I got some Cameron versus Jam Jones beef with you. Now last week I made a Instagram and Twitter video about the stuff we talked about last week. How I said that Jalen Hurts should have changed the play when he did the bootleg play. He should have changed it, made an audible instead of running that play if his knees was bad. And his knees are still hurting too, by the way. But he's like managing it or whatever
Right.
because he's like extra slow, like how you were talking, how you said in the text message.
Mm-hmm.
And so the people in the comments was giving me hell. I gave you the link and you chime in like, "Yep, you're right. Uh-huh. You was favoring the fans or whatever." So
Well,
what the
you
hell
got
was up with that?
you first off you have to communicate and get some back and forth to the fans to
No,
keep.
no, you doing it. No, he
Huh?
tried. No, he tried.
No, 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 no. When
You
you're
tried to
wrong,
show
you're
me up.
wrong.
I wasn't
Huh?
wrong. That's the
You was
point.
definitely wrong. And
No, I wasn't
the
because
fans proved it.
Sal Paolantonio, a guy who knew about football, like you said, agreed with the things I said.
It's
So
funny when the guys that you claim that knows football because they sports media agree with you, you throw it in my face. But then when I do the same thing with you about guys in the media, you say, "Oh, they don't know what they talking about."
yeah, no, they don't really. So thanks a lot for throwing me under the bus this week.
No, we had some good back and forth on the message board. Let's keep it
Uh
going.
right. So yeah, a lot of people commented on and one of the guys was like, "Yeah, I didn't know this was a Eagles podcast." I said, "No, it's not an Eagles podcast. We do more stuff. We have news articles and we have guests in." And I would say like I would just tell them like to check the TikTok and find out since the TikTok is like short
Mm-hmm.
clips or whatever. So I said, like, well, look, check the TikTok and find and look what we're talking about. But I said we in Eagles season mode, so we're talking about the Eagles. But this isn't the Eagles podcast. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Eagles podcast, but this isn't the Eagles podcast. But we in the season, so we got to talk about the Eagles podcast. I mean, we got to talk about the Eagles. I'm sorry.
Right.
hmm So another thing, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about movies and TV reviews and stuff. I see that your show Night Agents is back. I didn't watch it yet.
Is all the episodes out?
Yes, and I
Okay.
didn't. I'm up to the last episode of I'm a Killer.
I just saw the which one did I see? An old black guy. What was he talking about? I know you had to see it. I might got one left. It was like an older black guy. What the fuck was wrong? He was a monster. Oh shit, what the hell? I can't remember what
Oh,
he
that's
did.
the dude that was he had like mental problems. He had problems when he was a kid. He was going to adult video stores and killing the clerks. That's what you talking about?
That don't sound familiar. I don't think that was him. It was another dude. I said, oh, he a Moss. He belong where he was at. He had a
Wait,
history of fucking up people.
this season?
I think so. Yeah, it was this season. It was an older
Hold,
guy. I can't
hold
remember.
on, let me check. Hold on, because
What
I'm
did he
thinking I'm
do? I'm
getting
trying to
mixed
think
up
what
with
he
like
did. Like
um.
towards the end, one of those. It was an older black guy.
Okay, that's the last episode of the season. I didn't see that one. Sentenced to a minimum of 109 years behind bars, Kevin Saxon considered the choices that led him to commit murder, both in and outside of prison. Well, damn, he was killing people in
Oh yeah,
prison.
yeah, yeah. He fucked somebody up in jail. He wound up getting out. They called it self-defense. He got out of jail and then fucked somebody up again. Yeah, that was a fucked up story too. But he's right where he belonged.
No, I didn't see. The last one I seen was my namesake Leroy, beating and killing them young women that was with him. That was the last one I seen. I didn't see all that that yet.
I might have skipped that one. I don't think I seen that one. Because you
Le-
know how when you stream it, sometimes they put them in the wrong order.
Right. Leroy was the dude that he was Native American, but he was like adopted by a white family.
Mm-hmm.
And he has it seemed like he has woman issues or mom issues. I don't know what we want to call it. And every time he'll get like a girlfriend or something, he'll whoop her ass. And then he killed one girl. He got out. He went to jail. He got another girl and killed her too.
Mm.
And he said he changed and all that stuff now because he's about to get out. He's about to get out maybe like in a year or so.
Yeah, I
So
didn't see
yeah,
that one. I might have skipped that one.
yeah, that was the last one I seen. Time Bomb is the name of the episode.
Okay.
That's the last one I seen. What else that came out?
I just finished. I binge watched this yesterday. I probably watched like the last 5 episodes of Silo. You don't watch that, do you?
No.
Yeah, I watched the last episodes. And that was a good season 2. Was pretty good.
Hmm. Yeah. Anything? What else is out?
Oh, we started watching this other new show. What is it called? Not the one. Did you watch the one I told you about? The shrinking.
No. But I
Yeah.
oh by the way, I do have on my flash drive that the hotel show.
The
Um,
hotel.
it's
Oh,
something hotel.
the girl go missing in the hotel.
Yeah,
It's
I
the
have that on my
hotel.
flash drive, but I didn't watch it yet.
Okay. No, it's another show we binge watched today. What was it called? It's called Bookie.
Hmm. Oh, I
Did you see
watched that
that?
with your
Oh,
with your boy. The boy, he's like the top comedian, the
yeah,
stadium
yeah,
comedian.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched that. Yeah,
Oh, you watched that?
yeah. And
Yeah,
the girl always reminds me of a female, Steven Tyler, his sister, the woman
oh
that
shit,
plays
yeah,
this.
she looked like a train wreck. I don't know what's up with
She looked just like Steven Tyler.
her. She do got a rough face. That's a
Mm,
good show though. It seemed like it's not long enough though. It seemed like it's only like 15, 20 minutes.
yes,
As soon as it
that's
come on, it'd be over with.
yeah, sir. That's what it is. And I like the cliffhanger about how the guy took their money. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Pause. Where are you at now? Did you watch the whole?
The last one I saw was when he called the cops because the guys was outside their house trying to shake him down for the money because the fat bull sat there and told the girl that he was banging that he got all his money. So
Yeah.
they tried to shake him down for the money. That's the last one I saw.
Okay, you behind it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm almost gave you because this season is like a continuation or something. I pretty much just gave it away. Yeah, but that actually is like a slept on show. I mean, I don't
Mm-hmm.
laugh at anything, but it's actually a good show. And you didn't see the mom-in-law yet, right?
The mother-in-law, who the
The
white
guy,
guy.
yeah, the white guy's mom-in-law. See, you
Um,
behind. The mom-in-law lives with
I know
them.
the wife left him to go, and she said she's going to her mom's.
Yeah,
That's the last I seen with her.
you on last season. You
The
ain't on this season yet.
his grandmom new husband died at the wedding, had a heart
Yeah,
attack or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all the stuff that just happened.
You on last season. You ain't on
Shit, I thought it
this
was a new.
new season.
I didn't even know it was 2 seasons.
No, this is the third season.
Oh, the
This
third
is the
season. Shit.
Yeah, this is the third season. Yeah, actually that is you're right. It is a slept on show and you also right. It is only like 18 minutes.
You get comfortable, like, damn, the episode over.
Right. What is
Yeah, I
his
like him.
name? He's like America's like top comedian. Um, what is his name?
I saw one of his stand-ups for on YouTube. I watched it because that's what I do on like the weekends. I try to find some comedian that fucking make me laugh.
Did he make you laugh?
Not really.
It's Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the show. Yeah, yeah, I watched that.
Hmm.
Anything else you want to add to?
No, I'm gonna download. I'm gonna download Night Agent so I can get on that.
Yeah, yeah.
The boys didn't come back, did it?
No.
Okay.
We'll next week. I guess we'll do a Super Bowl breakdown, and we'll have some proposition bets like we always do. You'll pick
Hmm.
like what you want or whatever, and I guess we can do.
The Super Bowl won't be next week. It'll be the week after, won't it?
Yeah. So the okay, we'll
No,
do it
so
on
we'll do, no.
Sunday.
Let's do a regular show in
Okay.
between, and we can talk about articles and shit, whatever. You know what I mean? And then we can do the prop bet when it get closer.
Right. Right. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's it.
All right, y'all. You can reach the Judgmentals on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube at PNL Judgmentals, Instagram at the_judgmentals, and email us at pnljudgmentals@gmail.com. So, all right, Phil.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
And thanks for agreeing with everybody and not taking my side, by the way. It's Cameron and Jim Jones all over again. No, I wasn't wrong.
And I seen this thing today. They said the real reason why Jim Jones is mad at Cameron, and it was like, look at his son. His son looked just like Jim Jones.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yes, I seen
Is that really how his son look?
Yeah, that's how he look. He looks almost like Cameron. All right, y'all.